straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I'm loving for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. We gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. Like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Let's go, fellas. Let's go now. 60 or. I'm gonna run you. Go.
On first down, Gillespie. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on third down. Chambers. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Steelers send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And it's fielded at the 34. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. He gets it to Cooks. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. There to stop him, Terrell Edmunds. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Double dog. That's the one. Here we go. 50.
To throw on second down. Farrell. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Farrell. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The Steelers take over first down. Let's go, baby. At their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll run on first down. Gillespie. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On second down now. Gillespie, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. And Tucson. Greystone, travel.
Throwing on first down. Chambers. Flushed out right. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. 80 weapons. Fight.
Off the play fake. Chambers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Let's go. 50, plant.
50's the line. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check 49, check 49.
Dude.
On third down, Farrell looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Set up. 70, Indy.
They'll start by running the option to the right. A pitch back, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there, second down. Now a handoff looking right. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Back to throw. Chambers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They run again on first down. Chubb. And an alley to run. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time out of Chubb. 56 yards on the ground. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
On
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL.
Ready? Now.
Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Go.
And alert 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Second and 6. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
61, matchbox, light.
Second and 3. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Chambers. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. He was covered by Denzel Ward.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. It's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The final shot before break. Farrell. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
Got it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, tight. 6-6, pull it high.
Check, check, check.
Now.
From the gun, Farrell. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Chambers. It's brought in by Floyd. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Chambers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Set. 280. 50-50.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Hurry.
Mike 7. No.
X3. 218. Chop it.
Twist. Bang, 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 bang.
Now it's the backup Stafford. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up second down.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now Stafford on third and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. 14.
Steelers 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On first down, Gillespie. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Gillespie. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Gillespie, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case,
pressure comes and the Steelers take him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Farrell.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Farrell, he's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he slides to avoid the hit. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Stafford now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mack Wilson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
The Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll come out in the pistol. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This is Samuels. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be 1 kneel and then handshakes. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense.
Slowly on top of the throne, I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love.